by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Steph Curry.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Really an incredible game from Steph Curry.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Porter is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half. Iguodala no good. Wizards trailed by 13. Outside, Wall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And the shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Wizards ball.
Washington calls timeout. Well, last season the Wizards fell off just a bit in the second half of the year. Still, Greg, very competitive at home.
Yeah, and their strong play at home helped them weather that storm, Kevin. I mean, they ended up going 29-12 here at the Verizon Center.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. The baseline J off the mark. Here's Barbosa. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
There's the screen. And Wall kicks to Beal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Iguodala no good. Wizards trailed by 11. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got 5 points so far. Livingston dishes to Spates. No luck. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And here's Wall. He's got 10. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Morris. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 9. Shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Here's Dudley. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Bogut kicks to Curry. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Washington making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Thornton comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Passes it to Barnes.
Wizards foul call.
The Warriors have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first free throw is good. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Dudley's shot is good. Here's Curry. And he has 28 points for the game. From deep. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. No luck.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, up by 10. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3. First one falls for him.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Curry. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Morris a screen. Here's Wall. Here's Porter. Pass to Morris. For the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Washington calls timeout. Doris Burke has has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Fires from deep. And Steph Curry gets the three. And now a 10-point Warrior lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Thornton.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
It's Curry outside. Cut the bucket. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Nene. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. Beal's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's John Wall in for Sessions.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Good on the second free throw.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And Curry, here we go. No good. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards trailed by 8. Outside, Wall. Outside for Beal. Offensive rebound. Gortat, the pass to Beal. Out left to the wing. And Wall with the slam.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he gets it to go.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Curry, good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Wall against Curry. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And that's a foul.